Good morning, everyone. Good to have AJ Foyt ABC Racing with us, with a couple of really talented guys. Always good to see Larry here with us. Another Indianapolis 500 with the Foyt name, Conor Daly and Carlos Munoz, who certainly are looking for big things. Larry, I'll start with you. It's been a very interesting early part of the month. We've had some heat. We had some incredible wind. All the things that guys that are responsible for making cars go fast and making sure they stay between the fences just absolutely hate. But it's what happens during the month of May. So tell us about thus far and your plans for the 500.
Well, so far I think we've been pretty under control with our program, which is nice. I mean, obviously, Carlos has a lot of laps around here, even as a young guy. So I think we've been kind of working on race stuff here so far, and Conor's tried a couple different setups and just getting him. I think they hit on something that he really liked yesterday a little bit. So we're just trying to take it. Our team being from that's seen this race change over many years. A lot of times we're pretty conservative here, but Carlos is certainly pushing us to make sure we get out and do a lot of traffic running and do what the other guys are doing so that we know what we have come race time. So probably today you'll see guys start to trim out and look for some more speed by themselves, but we've been pretty happy with the car and traffic, and that's what we've been working on.
We'll move over to Conor. Conor, you've worked really hard to get yourself into a situation where you have the opportunity to compete with a regular basis. You've done that. Got to be excited about your prospects for the 101st running of the Indianapolis 500.
Yeah, it's nice to be here again. It's weird to think that I think it'll be my fourth Indy 500, really like third and a half, I guess. But yeah, it's we've got a great group of guys together. The preparation has been really impressive. We actually really struggled at the test here a couple weeks ago, so it was really nice to kind of come back and start immediately in a much better place. So yeah, it's just about making progress. We're learning a lot of new things every day. This aero kit for me has been different. Has a different feel on entry that I haven't really liked yet. But yesterday, as Larry said, we sort of figured something out, and even in the high winds, like the car was really good, and I was begging to run more. So I was happy with that. So hopefully, today we can get some more laps and just continue to develop our car and program.
Carlos, you've got a sparkling record here. Obviously, you've been in position to win this event, and this racetrack seems to suit you very well. Talk about how it's gone for you thus far and how you feel you're set up for the race.
I think the weeks has gone really fast, Yesterday we have not much running. A little bit disappointed because of that. I think we just need to keep running to get the car much better. I think, like Larry said, we were focusing on the race car the past 2 days, just race, traffic, having a good car on traffic, and I think it was the second day in the end when everyone was doing the long runs. We did it as well and felt okay, I think we are not where we need it to be right now. I think today we're gonna still working on that, testing on that. The main focus is the race, right? Qualifying, it's nice to show for sure to be in the front row, 5.9s, but I think we just need to focus on the race. It's been different for me the most, having around a lot of teammates now, having only two. It's been different for me for sure, but I think we're getting there. We have a great group of engineers for this month. Like my engineer Will, also with Andy. We've been working there quite a lot. So hopefully today we just keep digging and finding a little bit more of speed, and at the same time a little bit more better car for traffic.
Susie's on one side of the room and I'm on the other, so.
Two questions, both for Larry. Number one, you switched from Honda to Chevrolet. Was it necessary to make some configuration to the chassis, or is the engine more or less the same size? And the second question, for the third car, I think Andy Brown is working with Zach Weech. How did the contact came together? I mean, in Europe, he's quite prominent in the race business, Andy Brown, as engineer.
So with the first question, no, the chassis is very similar. All that stuff's the same. What hasn't translated has been our base setup. So places that we were typically unloaded very quick, like street courses, just our normal package has had the guys haven't really liked it with this aero configuration. So trying to figure that out has been, every race I think we're gaining on it, but we're just 2 years behind in that aspect. And with the limited, when our switch came a bit late, we only had 3 tests available by rules. So, that's just hard to catch up that quickly. But that being said, obviously we hit on something at Gateway, which was nice. Both cars were pretty quick there. And here I think we're gaining on it as well. So, that's been the biggest change. Is our setups just haven't translated exactly like we'd want them to. But that being said, there's definitely we enjoy working with Chevy. We like the package, and as soon as we get it figured out, I think we'll see those benefits that of being with Chevrolet. And actually, the Andy Brown relationship came from a nice his friendship with Will Phillips. So that was nice. They've known each other for a long time, and that helped. Will introduced me to Andy, and we were able to work that out, because certainly a guy who's his experience and success here at the Speedways is nice to have in the engineering room for sure.
Larry, how much has Conor grown since you had him as a rookie 4 years ago? And Conor, same for you. How have you grown within the team second time around with them compared to where you were as a first timer?
2 inches and 6 pounds.
Wow, solid.
More than 6 pounds.
Thanks.
No, I think when he was a rookie here, obviously you come in and you're just eyes wide open, taking it all in, and there's a lot of just learning the whole month of May and what all that is and what the feels are. So for him now, he's got a lot more seat time. He knows what he's looking for, more out of the race car, and just so he's definitely grown up a lot. It was fun. Yeah, it does seem he's certainly grown up a lot. It's only been a few years, but yeah, it happens quickly.
Carlos, Conor referred to it earlier about the feel of the Chevy Aero kit. Obviously, you've known what it's like to have a sensationally fast car around here, but obviously it was Honda powered. How close are you to getting that feel back to, where the Chevy is ultra quick?
Yeah, over the last few years I had a really good car, back in Andretti. The result shows everything. The good thing is I have the feeling what it feels to have a good car here, so I know what the direction to take. But it's completely different gyro kits and how they work and the setups and what the setups I had in Andretti. To Chevy you cannot put it because aero-wise they designed the car differently. But it's been getting closer and closer. I think the Chevy package for me, like Conor say, the entry is quite sharp, but is what it is, and it's not gonna change. But for sure, the car feels different. We're trying to get closer to that for the feeling. But yeah, we will see. I think the Honda is gonna be really quick the whole month. Last year they were really quick. I think this year they will still really quick. It's really interesting stuff that Penske is doing to try to catch up the speed, but I think we have to concentrate in our program to make the car really good in traffic. And I think we're getting there. Like I said, in second day I felt pretty racy. I overtook some good guys out there. Like I said, yesterday it's a shame that we didn't run, but heading to that direction to make the car good. I think when your car is good on traffic, it's a good qualifying car as well. Yeah, we're just pushing Larry to just do good group running, traffic. I don't want to trim because I just want to go and do traffic and fill the car. So we're having to that direction.
Both of you, what is it like to be with A.J. Foyt and the history of him here, one of the greatest drivers ever, and you're driving for him?
Well, I mean, it makes you want to win for him a lot more because he's done everything here. He is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway almost, and you can tell he still really wants to win. He's obviously here every day with us, watching, always looking at what we're doing, looking at how the car might be handling on the TV, or he talks to us about it after every run. So it would be really cool, and I think a lot of other people would think it was great to see AJ Foyt as a team, back in victory lane. So I like it. I mean, I think he's hilarious and awesome. So I would love to be in victory lane with him. I think that would be a cool experience. So yeah, that's just kind of what drives us forward even more.
Yeah, similar comments to Conor. You know, you want to win this race really badly to do a good result because he just loved this place, right? He spent the whole month here. Since you see in the garage since 9 a.m. until late 7 p.m. You see in the garage because he loved that, right? I think me at the same age I wouldn't be home in Texas on my ranch, you know. But he loved this place. That's why it motivates you, you know. And it's really nice. Yesterday, I think Robbie Miller sent a big picture old picture from him in the newspaper that a mechanic say he was cheating in his car. So now he was telling me the story about it, and it's great, all the stories about the 500 and how big this race is, you know, all couple of years, and you know, and he's the first guy who tells you what you're doing wrong, or to the mechanics or the engineers, you know, if we are not good, say, hey, you have to try something different, you know. He's the first one to be pushing.
This is for Larry. When Quattro brings the gang by, it seems like it's your shop's turned into AJ's daycare center. What's that been like to have? He's almost got a offensive line put together for the Colts.
We love it when he's around in the family. It's great because love seeing Big AJ with the grandkids, and I know that's why, you know, Anthony brings him around, because with them living up in Indy and AJ's in Texas a lot of time, this is a great time for them to see Grandpa and hang out a little bit. And yeah. So it's great, and I love seeing Anthony being able to hang around and really enjoy the Speedway, because he loves this place too. And I know it was hard for both of you when you run here and you don't have the success you want, you know, to still hang around. You want to be able to enjoy it, and I really see him enjoying it, and we love having him around.
A couple of questions for Carlos. First of all, you've come very, very close to winning this race a couple of times. What would it mean for you to actually finally get that monkey off your back and actually win this race? And then secondly, what would it mean to then win it for AJ Foyt?
It will mean a lot for me, you know. I know especially how hard it is to win this race, and how badly last year I wanted to win this race, you know. I'm still young. I have 4 stars. I have 2 seconds, 1 4th place. So it's quite good history. But I just wanted to, you know, it will mean a lot, you know. But I always saying, you know, God's time is perfect the whole time. So waiting for my perfect time, and it will be like even greater if I win it with AJ Foyt Racing, right? I think people won't expect that, you know, to win it with AJ Foyt, but it will be awesome, and people will even like it more, you know. But I think, like I said before, I think its times have to be perfect, but I think I can do it. Like I said last year, was a missed chance, you know, but it's racing. It's the nice part about the 500, about the racing, the unexpected. But I said, I think I have the talent to win this race, and someday I will.
Question again for Larry. I think last week there was a little story in the Italian magazine Autosprint that your company or your race team is also now involved in the racehorse business. Is this correct, and are you personally involved with that as well?
No, AJ Foyt's in the racehorse business, not AJ Foyt Racing. But he's always, you know, always had racehorses and loves them. You know, his second favorite sporting event outside the Indy 500 is the Kentucky Derby. So he had a horse running on Derby Day, which was really fun, and it's kind of a family tradition. We all go, Anthony and myself and AJ, and it's just kind of our weekend to relax before you come to Indy for the month of May. So he's always had horses and done really well with them. So that's just another path. I think anything that goes fast, or even bulldozers, AJ likes them. So.
Did your horse win?
No, he didn't win, but you know, obviously running against some great Kentucky horses, but great to see him there running. So he did have a horse that was picked to win the Derby one year, was Rare Brick, and unfortunately got hurt right before, but won the Arkansas Derby. So he's had a lot of success with the horses as well.
During most of the season, you know, the number 4 is prepared here and the 14's prepared down in Texas. Having the chance to actually run them together, have you seen a greater rate of progress running them out of the same shop this month?
Yes, well, they're all in the garage, but I really don't think being in different shops has hurt us. I mean, once we're at the racetrack, we're all together, we're all one team. It's just where the cars are prepped. logistically, it really hasn't been as bad as I thought it might be. It's been really nice. It's just nice to have some good experienced guys over on the 4-car now, with Dave Higuera leading that group, and it's still. It's still a bunch of new guys, but things have come together well, and it's crazy. We're waiting on that luck of the Irish to kick in over there, because we've just had little gremlins.
I don't believe in it.
The team's made a couple mistakes, but it hasn't been all the team. It's just been weird, random stuff, just some teething issues. But I think it's coming together now all month. I don't think we've had really any issues here. It's been pretty smooth. So that's what we're looking to do, and getting both cars out running together and learning from that. So all in all, I think it's been a positive move.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.